I remember the first line. The first line was like, yeah, I know some West Ward niggas that be wildin' and shit. Faith of a mustard seed moving mountains and shit. I done helped you nigga build these bitches up, connected ungrateful homies to the plug. I got 1,000 assists. Yeah. Ain't too many niggas out here stylish as this. Good and evil, RC villain, they might drown in my drip. I put a bread for niggas, put them on them mad, got the rebound when they missing, dish it back, I got 1,000 assists. It's my time now. It's my time. Hey.
This is I Am Creative, featuring Jimmy So Dope.
Look,
I'm happy. Let's start with happy. I am happy. I am grateful. I'm a rapper, writer, producer. I look at myself as a branding genius, strategist. I make things happen. Can I cuss? I make shit happen. I've been creating my entire life, and truly, poetry was the thing that really got me. Hip hop and poetry was really the thing that got me into the Newark scene. Started with open mics, and just one day I made a decision. You know, I tore my right ACL playing ball one summer, and then the following year I tore my left MCL. So I got the message from God, like, stop playing basketball, do something else. And I answered that call, and hip hop was my thing. I rap. I'm a rapper's rapper, but I've learned balance, that as much as we want to have a message, we want to get across a message, we can't forget that hip hop was started in the park with parties, and people want to enjoy themselves. So hip hop is my foundation, and I got into media when I realized that not only did I not know how to get my music out to the world, but so many of these amazing, talented brothers and sisters, brilliant brothers and sisters that I'm connected to still, some of them still don't know how to get their music out to the world. I would have my camera with me at my performances. I'll be on stage, I would take a picture of the audience because I couldn't believe I was living my imagination. And then I would start getting more like phone calls like, hey bro, aren't you out the camera? Can you come do my baby shower? And that's how it started. But I would have my camera with me at all times. And I would start to capture, I would perform, but I would capture my fellow artists. And I would help them get their name out. And I developed a passion for it. And then that passion snowballed into like a calling to bring resources to the city of Newark, to become an ambassador for, dope things in Newark, to show it to the world, but also bring resources from other places to Newark. Shout out to Purple Penthouse, shout out to the Vision Room. At the Purple Penthouse, I'm a track and engineer. I got my first executive producer credits working on the Good and Evil project. At the Vision Room, I look at myself as kind of like a creative director. I bring photographers in, I bring talent in. I'm one of the journalists on the team. And I'm all around media at this point. So hip hop is my religion, if you will. Hip hop has been the catalyst for all the dope things, including my children, honestly. I met my wife at my first performance in Brooklyn. I said, is Brick City in the building? She went crazy. But hip hop has been a platform for me, and it has taken me so many places. I mean, I started out doing open mics. I mean, we then went to Rolling Loud, South by Southwest, and then when it comes into the music side of things, further into like the music business side of things, I'll say, the music business is bigger than music, So I'm like, how can I get my music out to people without them having to buy my music when the whole world is shifting, when nobody's buying music? We're renting music from Apple right now and Spotify. I became a designer. Shout out to Treyarch. My merch line that took on a life of its own, the Broken Heart collection. It really, I got into fashion. I have a really, really big passion for fashion. So hip hop has taken me from, to fashion world, to me wanting to understand media. Shout out to Five Wars Media, the whole Newark News and Storage Collaborative. I'm happy that we get to talk about my clothes. Because, first of all, you already know what's going on with the sweater. You know what's going on. You already know what's going on, right? You know, some good old-fashioned, I believe these Levi's jeans, you feel me? I like Levi's because they have a fit for every occasion, right? My socks is most likely Vans always. Vans or polo socks. These are Vans socks right now. But this sneaker right here, I'm gonna take this off right here. This sneaker right here, this is the only sneaker I have ever waited in line for. This is the Concepts Air Max 1 collaboration. And shout out to the homies at Flight Club, man. They held me down. It took me a minute to find this shoe. But I'm an Air Max 1 wearer, you know what I'm saying? I wear New Balances too, especially when I skateboard, because it's subconsciously they're supposed to give me balance, so I won't fall off my longboard. But yes, I'm an Air Max 1 wearer. You know, I have a pair of Yeezys, you know, I got a pair of Y3s, and I've tried other sneakers, but Air Max 1 is my sneaker. I get busy in the Air Max 1. I get money in the Air Max 1. My MacBook Pro is for music, my MacBook Air is for media. But I edit all audio on my MacBook Pro and Pro Tools. And the ink pen and the notebook. Listen, I'll tell you like this, right? I'm an advocate for black men journaling. Black women too, for human beings, but I'm personally invested in the black family, you know what I'm saying? I'm not anti anybody, just pro black family. But you know, it's very healthy for us to journal at least once a day. I don't care if it's your thoughts, your plans, your goals, your affirmations. Empty your mind into your notebook. So a pen and pencil, a pen and a notebook is still one of my most trusted tools. I'm just grateful to be a part of a ever evolving team of creatives and visionaries. You know, I think about Nook Stories. I think about the Nook News and Stories Collaborative. I think about my homie, my comrade, my sis, Britt Harley. You know, I remember hearing her voice on WBGO because I only listen to WBGO when I'm around my children. And I hear her voice on the radio, I'm like, that's the homie. If I ever heard a homie on the radio, that's the homie. And a few days later, I seen the ad to join the cohort, you know, to get paid to train to be on the radio. Well, of course, sign me up. And from there, I remember the first conversation I had after the first session. I told Britt, I said, Britt, I'm in here now. I'm never leaving. You know, and I've been on the radio most Saturdays since. And now I have my own section of the Newsroom where I have writers who, you know, I help, you know, them facilitate their interviews and get their passions across and share their stories and people who they believe in. And with all those things being said, Newark, New Jersey is the common denominator in all that. So ain't no place like home. My overall goal is for black people to own their time because they own their money. I want brothers and sisters to have those $1 million ideas that you think, oh, it can't happen because I thought it, oh, that would be good if somebody did it. Like, do that. I want to help you build a world around your ideas. So, okay, this is the idea. Let's make the logo. Let's get the merch. Let's get the website. Let's do the drop shipping. Let's get you interviewed. You interview some people. You connect with the people in your world. Let's create a world around your idea. You know, I spend so much time illuminating other creatives, writers, journalists, you know, artists, basketball players, musicians, and I'm in the background so much that I forget that I am who I am. I forget that I'm Jimmy So Dope. I forget that I'm talented, I'm creative, that I have ideas, that I deserve the spotlight. You know, I forget that I'm a star, that I shine without even trying. You know, moments like this prompt me to remember who I am, who I decided to be, who I'm destined to be. We at the Vision Room because this is where ideas manifest into tangible things. You know, like our mission in the Vision Room is really to take your what you visualize and let's bring it to life. I get inspired by these walls because this place showed me that you could come from the mud. You know, me and Jay used to be on Avon and I think that was Baldwin or something like that, you know, and I've known Jay way before all of this. So to be in this beautiful space, this high ceilings I got my man Mike Larry, my man Micah Kelly, artwork behind me, you know, we're here because we're in the presence of greatness, and this is where I belong. I really, really, really love what Tupac did. Whether he was the best rapper ever or whatever is whatever. But I love that Tupac gave you every piece of him, right? From Brenda's Got a Baby to Hit 'Em Up to Me Against the World, Pour Out a Little Liquor, Troublesome. You know, I could keep naming songs, Hellraiser. You know what I'm saying? I keep naming songs, and all these songs have different energies, different sentiments, different emotions. He sparked what he felt in that moment. By the end of that song, you felt that emotion. You know, or you couldn't deny that it's obvious that he's trying to get this type of emotion off to you. And that's pretty much what my music is, you know, like it's my perspective of the world from Brick City. I'm not a street nigga by far, you know, I'm just from the hood, you know, so my music is a depiction of a kid who grew up in a crazy environment, who wanted to do what's best for him and his family. You know, like I can't rap about killing people and being a trapper because most of my life I had a 401k, you know, but that don't mean I haven't experienced things. You know, that doesn't mean that, you know, you can't learn something in my music that you can apply to the streets because it's all parallel. So in conclusion, my music is me. Like if you want to get to know me, Google Jimmy So Dope, listen to my music. So not only am I creative, yo, I am happy. Like I understand that happiness is a choice, and I choose to be happy. I choose to be at peace. I am peace, I am love, you know, and I am here. That part.
I've been fantasizing about me killing a nigga. Funny how money turning genius to an ignorant nigga. Sometimes I feel success is just the best revenge. Sometimes I wanna make pallbearers out his next of kin. I've been wrestling with thoughts of animosity, dichotomy of a Messiah warrior mixed with Socrates. It gotta be